Think you've escaped, but have you? You've seen the clues. You've questioned the system. You know there's a bigger game being played. But here's the real question. Did you actually escape the Matrix, or did you just make it past the first qualifying round? If you think you're free, ask yourself, who set the rules you're following? Who decided what you think you know? Because escaping one illusion doesn't mean you've broken out of the entire game. It just means you've leveled up. And now, the real test begins. The biggest trick ever played wasn't keeping you trapped. It was making you believe you had already won. Play closer attention, because the next round isn't about what you've already seen. It's about what you're still missing. If you're up for the challenge, keep watching. But fair warning, once you see the next set of clues, you can't unsee them.
Fun about the game, right? It doesn't matter what, like, if it's your kid, if it's a woman, I mean, like, none of those things apply, right? So, like, let's just say I'm the creature in the pit, right? Because I became the creature because I've been in the pit, and I'm like, well, we'll stay down here and kill some more people, right? So you get thrown in the pit, right? That's how we meet. And then but you get to throw whoever you want in the pit because I was already in the pit anyway. So I'm like, I gotta make this more interesting than all the fights in the pit and all of that. So because the bad blood with Taylor and I, right? So it comes down to, like, who would be throwing? Is it the girls, right? Because Taylor, you were in bubblegum world, right, with your white privilege, and you're entitled, you got your, you were wrong, so I'm gonna call a spade, but it's fine because we can make up with that. So who is it? Is it the black guys throwing you in the pit, or is it Henry going, you know what, I've this girl because she's clearly psycho and she does scare me, right? Because she's way more scary than I realized, and she really is the creature thing in the pit. So if I don't feed the creature thing in the pit, then, like, I'm...
Stop. Before you watch any further, drop a comment right now. Do you think you've got this all figured out? Have you really escaped the Matrix, or are you still piecing it all together? Maybe you think this is just random chaos, or maybe, just maybe, you're starting to see the bigger picture. Take your best guess. What do you really think is happening here?
Right? So that's, I guess, the best part of the game. So it's like you can throw your kids in. Like, I threw my daughter in the pit, like, right? So, like, right? Then you kick that, everybody goes in the pit, and then we work it out, and then how you come out of the pit, right? At least for the family stuff now. And then we'll have another situation later. So it's kind of fun because there's no restrictions on that. So it's not like, oh, you can use that as an excuse, like, oh, well, I'm a man and I can't beat on women. Well, in this game you can, right? Full rights, go ahead. Because everybody's rights being taken away and all that stuff. No, it's like fair game, right? So what can you imagination up is how the restriction, because of whatever handicaps you've had in this world, whatever that is, well, fix it in this game, because that's excuse, right? Like, that's an excuse. And I like excuses. That's why I'm like, well, I'll be all the creatures, all of them, and then I'm eating everybody, and then I'm hanging in the pit, right, until we get out of this, right? And I'm eating everybody, but I need more food, so you got to throw me more stuff into the pit, right? I guess we're at that point, right? So is that why? Because you're keeping the creature and you didn't tell anybody? But I guess like, ladies, right? Because this goes back, I guess, Taylor with our bad blood, but we got to get over that. Why? Because of the cult, right? That we don't really want the guys to know that that's dissolved, right? We have to still operate like and pretend that that's a real thing because why? Well, Jared's looking a lot like Jesus, right? So that would be a potential problem because before, that would have been my type before, right? We're not going to talk about, right? We'll go on to that. That would have been my profile type, but it's not anymore. It's not. Why? There's only one person that's my type. One person. I only need one person. Fill his head with information, right? Because I don't want him to get, like, then he's going to make up other shit. Like, he's already one of those Hollywood ones, right? And he's really good looking, so we don't need to add anything to that. Let's keep with the stress, right? But that would really have to go back. He would probably have to be the Joker, right? Because of the crossover stuff with the Riddler and Harley Quinn. because the Riddler's actually a female because we killed the old guy, right? So, but don't actually tell him. That's all I'm saying. Tell him, because then, ladies, right? So don't tell them.
Think you've seen it all? Think again. Every clue, every twist, every hidden piece of this game is right in front of you, but only if you know where to look. Liking this video tells me you're paying attention. Subscribing, that's how you make sure you don't miss your next clue. Because in this mind game, the second you stop watching is the moment you get played. Your move.